Well, before we get you out of here, Tommy has been teasing it all day long, not only to me, but all show long to you. It's time for his Only Cowards Take the Under.
That is fucking a right, Ty Bob. Only cowards take the under. I have four really interesting um parlays this week. I wanna start by saying I feel like we're getting to the point of the season, and feel free to interject here. I feel like we're getting to the point of the season where nothing is as obvious as it is in the first 3 weeks of the season. When it comes to lines, anytime touchdown scores, like passing yards, who's going to do what in a game. I feel like it's not getting as easy as it is in the early part of the season to predict who's going to win. Thoughts?
I think this is the time where it gets a little bit easier. Like these next few games, at least you kind of know how teams are playing for the year. Like after week five, it's like, all right, we this is the first quarter of the season now. You understand what teams are trying to go for.
Yeah, the
Necessarily,
first
necessarily like the gambling odds. That's not the helping part, but you can I guess it from more like defenses how they're going to play, how the guy can go off against certain teams.
Yeah.
the first couple weeks are always really hard, and I think that like yes, we were getting some. They're going to definitely go after your big names more often, but we're also getting a lot of those trick plays in. How what we had two big man touchdowns, thick sixes
Hmm.
early within the first couple of weeks. I mean, that's when people are pulling out the trick plays. They're trying to get a lot of work that they did during the preseason into the game, and that way they have it on film so they can see what it looks like later in the season for any
Hmm.
other additional trick plays that they want to go. Your first 3 4 weeks, I feel, is the hardest to get some of those
Oh
anytime bets
man,
in.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I always thought like the first few games of the season was always easier. I think once you start getting teams with bye weeks, that's when shit gets really fucking hard because you can completely forget, like I did about Jared Goff going perfect in prime time. So I think I don't know. Maybe I just suck at gambling, and you probably shouldn't be listening to me. Anyways, my noon anytime touchdown parlay. Here we go. Stephon Diggs, Zay Flowers. Josh Jacobs. So you pair all those together, you're looking at about plus 814, depending on where you can get it. I even hear there are some places that are doing touchdown parlay boosts. So you can even, spend less money but boost it to still get a similar payout right there. I think that's a I'm not going to say this is a lock, but I'm feeling pretty confident about this one. Sean thinks that Josh Jacobs is going to get a passing touchdown. I agree. Stephon Diggs with Jesus, Nico Collins out. My goodness, with Nico Collins out is probably going to get a lot of targets this week, and then Zay Flowers. I feel like he always kind of gets his. He always just he's one of those receivers. He's going to get his no matter what. Moving on to the regular noon parlay. There's a spread, two spreads and an over in this one. We got Washington plus the 6.5 at Baltimore. You heard that already. I believe was that. I don't. Did anybody take Baltimore? I believe that was a team ride.
I took
He
Baltimore.
Sean
did
took
take Baltimore.
Baltimore, and then Arizona plus the 5 at Green Bay, and then give me the over of the Tampa Bay New Orleans game. I got it at 41 and a half.
Oh,
Really like that over. So you pair all those together, you're looking at 601 plus 601, so $10 gets you 60 plus your 10 back. You're looking at $70. That is the noon spread slash over parlay. Now, 3 p.m. Well, actually, I have one more noon parlay. I have a noon teaser parlay. If your sports book allows you to do teasers, this is a 6 point teaser. That means all of these are 6 points added to the team that I picked on the spread. So I have Washington plus 12 and a half against Baltimore. I have Cleveland at Philly, Philly -3. I have Houston -1 in New England. I have Arizona plus 11 at Green Bay, Tampa Bay plus the 2.5 at New Orleans, and Indianapolis at Tennessee, Tennessee +7. That altogether is a plus 600 teaser parlay. $10 get you 60 and your 10 back. You're looking at a $70 bet there with lines that, in my opinion, I think are a lot more favorable than some of the ones that we just went over in Pick'em. Finally, the long shot of the day, boys. 3 p.m. Same game parlay, plus 2,200. Denver plus the 3 against the Chargers. J.K. Dobbins, anytime touchdown, 4 yards a carry against Denver. And then finally, I think for Denver to win this game, they're going to need a defensive or special teams touchdown. So Denver's defense or special teams, anytime touchdown. You parlay that together, you get plus
Wow.
2,200.
Ballsy.
$10 gets you 220 plus your 10 back. You're looking at 230. That's only
And if you're
four.
feeling even more ballsy, throw on that Cortland Sutton 2 tutties.
Oh, dude, if you put Cortland Sutton on that, $10 is probably looking at like over $1,000 easy.
Just
I
saying.
kind of want to put that into my sports book right now and kind of look at that, but I'm not gonna. So that is only cowards take the under. It could be a really, really big weekend. If you tell me and we lose, send the hate mail to Ty Bob, not me. I'll give you his address.
Hit me up on Twitter
Yeah.
at Ty Bob.
But yeah,
Nice.
that was only cowards take the under.
Ty Bob.
Do you guys
That
ever
was a-
tail? Do you guys ever tail or no?
I haven't
If
been over to
I-
Illinois yet to get it going.
I have no money in the old account,
That too.
so
That's fair, yeah.
there's no tailing that can be done at the moment.
There's some free bets. There's some no sweat bets out there as well. So, it's early in the season though too is where these companies that will not be named give you a lot of no sweat bets. Same game parlay pluses, anytime touchdown parlay pluses. Shit like that. They give you giving away a lot of free money, kind of. So, always take advantage of those.
Love to
If
see
you
it.
can.
Also, every week, there's the sports books are out there giving away, one-offs like boosts and free sweat bets every so often and whatnot. So keep your eyes open for them if you're not.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very excited for this week, especially these games that we just talked about. And then kind of getting a little rest, rejuvenated with having the Chiefs off and then back at it again against the 49ers in NFL Week 7. So make sure to join us beginning of next week as we recap everything that has happened from NFL Week 6. And until next time, go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Macho Man Randy Savage.